Oh, okay, done. Gotcha. All right. So real quick, though, we're gonna just show this quick little video. It's about the submission date and all the confusion that's gone on with that. I don't know if anybody's watched it yet. It's right there on the MLS. And so that's like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. If I can give everybody a little better understanding of exactly what it is, it's commencement date, starting date, coming soon date.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another MLS update. Today we're talking about an MLS rule that sometimes creates confusion. The difference between the commencement date and the submission date on a listing agreement and what that means for entering listings into the MLS. The LVR listing agreement will reflect these MLS policies to clear confusion that may exist on this topic and will be released in April. I'm joined by Georgia Kripura, 2026 MLS Board Vice Chair, and David Brownell, our 2026 MLS Board Director. Let's start with the basics. Before a listing is even entered into the MLS, what needs to be in place?
So the very first requirement that we have to start with is the listing agreement, and it needs to be fully executed, which means it must have all of the necessary signatures, seller, agent, and of course, the broker signature as well. And the agreement also must include a definite start date and a final termination date. That's law, we have to do that.
And that start date is what we refer to as a commencement date, correct?
That's right. I mean, it's always been, there's the date that the listing agreement started is referred to in the current agreement as the commencement date. And that is what begins the relationship between the seller and the broker and the agent to begin the marketing and sale of that property.
So it's essentially the date that the listing agreement becomes effective.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so once the listing agreement begins and it's effective, how does the submission date come into play?
So the submission date is identified in the listing agreement, which the listing must be delivered into the MLS. Now, the important thing to remember is that the submission date cannot be any later than 10 calendar days after the commencement date.
And why would a submission date ever be later than the commencement date?
Well, here's what happens. I mean, there's sometimes that a property needs some work or needs some things to happen, or the seller and or the agent both need to kind of get ready. And so there's repairs, there's cleaning, there's staging, there's photographs, all of that stuff. And so this new rule will allow a short window, those 10 days, for the seller and the brokerage and the agent to be ready to go upon that submission date.
Okay, but there's an important restriction during that time, right?
Definitely no public marketing. No public marketing at all. No sign up, no social media posts, no public marketing is allowed. And no flyers or email blasts, anything public. This time frame is strictly for the getting ready time.
Okay, and if public marketing does exist or occur?
Yeah, well, the problem there is that then we bring clear cooperation, the policies associated with clear cooperation into play. And so if someone began to do that, then the property would need to be immediately submitted upon the date that marketing started.
Okay, and another question that we sometimes hear from members is what happens if the listing agreement doesn't include a submission date?
In that situation, the rules say the submission date automatically becomes the same as the commencement date. That means the listing must be submitted to the MLS by 11:59 p.m. on that same day, unless other rules require a different submission.
Okay, and just to be clear, the submission date isn't meant to delay listings being entered into the MLS.
No, not at all. It's not a way to get around the MLS rules. All it is designed to do is allow that window of time for sellers and the agent to get ready with things like repairs and photos, etc., not to allow an exclusive marketing period for the agent for those 10 days.
Okay, and if the rule is violated?
Violations related to the policy may result in an automatic $250 fine, and that's separate from any potential violations involving clear cooperation.
Okay, thank you so much for helping me walk through that. As a quick reminder to our members, make sure the soon-to-be-released listing agreement is fully signed, clearly identify the commencement date, the submission date. Use any delayed submission time only for legitimate listing preparation, And remember that public marketing cannot occur before the listing is submitted to the MLS. Thank you for watching this important MLS update, and thank you for helping maintain a fair and professional MLS.
Very good. Questions? So why wouldn't we just do a coming soon instead of all the commencement and all the other stuff?
Here's a question.
Yes.
Coming soon.
Yes.
So, we get the listing today.
Okay.
I signed that as a commencement date. I signed a coming soon 30 days. So does the coming soon start? And I put some, well, so does the coming soon start from the date that it,
Fully executed?
fully executed 30 days, or is it 30 days after the submission date that I put?
No, it'd be the 30 days from a fully executed agreement. Yeah, and like I said, so I don't know why why they have this. I'm not sure why they're doing it, but I mean, it seems to me if you're gonna do it, because if you do the coming soon listing, you can still put a yard sign in. You can still show the property.
They told me the opposite. They
Really?
told, yeah, because I was confused. Commencement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it is.
Commencement date, you're doing the paperwork, right?
Right.
Submission date has to be no later than 10 days.
Yeah, right.
And then the coming soon could start on day 9 and go 30 days.
Oh, so you could include that in
Is
on top
what
of that.
they told me.
Right, that MLS told you that.
Right,
Right,
I called twice.
right. Damon, what are your thoughts on it?
Yes, so we've had several discussions on this, and the confusion was, which I wish they would have addressed the coming soon.
Yes.
Part of it in the video, because like, okay, what's coming soon now?
Right.
And the biggest difference with the coming soon is that you can still market the property, it has to be marketed as coming soon.
Yes.
You can't show the home,
Right.
coming soon, you can market it.
Yes.
Social media and all that good stuff. Whereas this is simply, all this is a window of time for you to be able to get your listing into the MLS instead of the 48-hour rule that we had. Now you have 10 days to actually submit it into.
So
the
if I
MLS.
sign the commencement date today, I have 10 days to put it in the MLS.
Correct, to submit it to the
Right,
MLS.
or, so on day 9, I can say, you know what, we decided we need more time, so I'm gonna do the coming soon.
That's exactly it. So you just, you defer to a coming soon.
Right.
If you needed more time than 10 days, I tell my agents that, listen, if you know you're gonna need more than 10 days, just do the coming soon right out of the gate.
Exactly what we just talked about. Is that
Just do the
right?
coming soon right out of the gate. Yes, so if you, no, no, you can't, so you can't go further than the 10 days. So that's where you,
Right.
that's where you default to.
That's the
coming soon.
submission date,
If you're
yes.
gonna go past that submission date, you can't extend it.
Can you put an example because I don't understand?
Just to be clear, when it's coming soon, I can market it, do all that stuff, and I can't show
You
it.
can put a yard sign in, yes, and
But
where
any
the,
marketing you do has to have coming soon attached.
yes, but the submission date, if you're gonna do this, I'm sorry, the coming, the day you sign the deal, then you're gonna wait for 10 days, you cannot put a yard sign in, do any of that, is what they just said.
Correct.
Please, no.
Jeff, from the time when I do the listing, when I fill it out, after you sign it, I got 10 days.
Correct, once it's fully executed.
So the commencement date,
That's the day you sign the agreement. When it's been fully executed, buyer and seller signs it. That's the commencement
the
date.
seller sign or when it is executed?
No, when the seller signs it, that's the commencement, then you have 10 days to put in the submission date, if that's what you're gonna do. If it's gonna be more than 10 days, well, what Jeannie just said, on day 9, if you're gonna do the submission date, day 9, you could put a coming soon listing.
So what is the status on those first 10 days?
First 10 days, you cannot advertise it, you can't put a yard sign in, you can't do anything.
But it will be published in the.
No, it won't be on the MLS, because you'll wait until that submission date.
Oh, I got it.
Right. Where coming soon, you can put it on the MLS, but it won't count for days on market.
Correct, doesn't
Right.
count until the on-market dates, so that, I wish they would have addressed that.
That's
earlier,
clear as
because
mud.
Yeah, because now you have people, okay, I did a coming soon, what's my submission date? Well, it's, just remember, it's just the 10 days, so you
Right.
can't exceed the 10 days.
Exactly.
Regardless of coming soon or not. So
Yes.
once the commencement date, the submission date can't be longer than
10
10 days
days, exactly
regardless.
right.
So obviously, if you're gonna do listing and you're gonna do coming soon, it's all gonna be, you're gonna do the date, like you said, commencement date today.
Yeah,
10 days from now, you're gonna start your coming soon date.
Unless you.
No, if you're doing
unless-
coming soon right out of the chute, then no.
Yeah, if you only need 30 days, just do your commencement date, the submission date,
Yes.
either the same day or do your submission date the next day if you need a day more time. You don't have to use the 10 days.
Right.
So I get.
Just like they come in soon, you don't have to use the 30 days. They give you 30 days, but you don't have to use that.
What is the salary? Nine, it goes in 30 days, okay, I'll give you 40, you know?
Then
From
you-
10
then you-
days and then the 30.
Yeah, possibly.
Right, but you won't know that until you're already 25 days into it.
Yeah.
Because they don't tell you that shit up front.
They should do another video,
Yeah.
kind of explaining that.
But they got it coming soon, yeah. But the thing is, these guys are like attorneys. They don't really tell you exactly what's going on. Refer back to the other rules that might apply. Thank you. All right.
Gene, who did you talk to about getting that, like, so you can use the 10 days from the submission?
She sent me she goes, Carter, let me send you
But
a
regardless of
video,
going
I don't know if it was that, because I heard her talking to my
So now,
it was a gal.
So it's 10, that's the 10th day when you submit, from the submission date. The
Yeah, and
coming soon
then
date.
depending on your coming soon, if we're actually putting it out there to the public or not,
Yeah.
because it's coming soon changed. You can put it out to the public now.
Well, you can, but not, if it's not submitted.
Right,
So it has to be
right.
submitted to the MLS first.
But she said the whole thing is, you know, because it's not legal to predate, you know, your listing agreement. You can't go today and then go, okay, we'll start it in 2 days. You can't have them signed today, that's why
Right.
they did that commencement.
That's why you, no, I'm not gonna say.
Because she said your agents are all out there leaving dates blank and then having it
Oh. okay.
initial,
Yes.
right, which is
And then I
what
have
we
to
did,
pay. Yes, yes,
which wasn't legal.
yes. Only if you get caught.
Right.
What do you do if you got a listing appointment and the seller's like, I don't wanna list it for like 2 months or 3 months, it's like you walk away with nothing signed?
Right.
That's not, no, you could, so, I don't know what Jeannie's answer, but it was always, the commencement date could always be in the future and have them sign today.
But they could list with someone else at that time.
Well, they're under a contract though, so they would have to cancel that contract. That's the importance of the commencement dates, is that you're signing for a month from now. This was before the coming soon ever came, about. We do that all the time. Jeff would meet with the seller and say, okay, you wanna start in 2 weeks, perfect, we'll put the commencement date 2 weeks from now. I don't know what Junie said that that's not legal. We've been doing that for 25 years. So you would just bind them to that contract or have them sign the contract to start in 2 months. The reason that becomes questionable is because the seller might get a little silly and go, hey, I want out of the contract or whatever, but they're still in the contract.
Certainly, they can, within the 2 months that your listing starts, they can sell it to somebody else.
No,
at
because
that
they
time.
don't know, because they're in your they have
Their
signed
contract
it. They
starts on
have,
the 20.
with their contract starts,
days from now.
The day they sign
when
it.
they sign, they're under a contract. The commencement date is going to be the date that it goes live on the MLS. But they're still, if they've signed a contract, you obligate them to go for you to start on that commencement date. So they're still, they've still.
That has to be legally uploaded to the
Yeah,
MLS.
they're still in
and all that
contract,
stuff.
okay, but.
Right. It's, like I said, guys, it's, I think it's gonna be a case-by-case basis anytime you're gonna be doing it, this kind of stuff. So just kind of bear with it that way. You got something else?
With that,
You have anything else?
I don't know if the whole
Yeah.
like they said at the beginning of the video, you can't sit down with your client and then date it 5 days later,
Right.
is what they were saying.
Right. I know a guy that used to do that all the time. So I don't recommend it, but I think it's
Asking
illegal.
for a friend.
Yeah, asking for a friend, exactly. I take it on Monday, and I knew it was gonna be until Friday, I would take that, the date, I would put the date on Friday.
Right.
But that's not the way to do it, so I don't recommend that. I wouldn't do that.
Well, I think with the vehicles,
I got something
now, with the coming soon and the submission date now, the goal will be that your commencement date is the day that they're.
They're trying to keep us from having people having pocket lessons, I think at the end of the day, but they're really trying to do.
Yeah.
Is stop the clear cooperation now. Compass and Zillow are in a huge lawsuit right now because Compass pulled all their listings off of Zillow.
Yeah.
And all their fee to do that. So there's a big, huge lawsuit going on. We'll see how that ends up going on. I have a video that LinkedIn sent me the other day that if anybody wants it, just let me know and I'll forward it to you. So I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but it talks about what they're doing and what's going on.
She did say, well, you can always do the office listing, if you need to get them under, You need to get
Oh, office
signed up, you
exclusive?
can do an office
Office
listing.
exclusive.
and
That's
then
probably a good idea.
Switch
That's
it from the
probably a
office
good idea.
listing into the MLS when
Yeah.
you're ready.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And then just convert it to a regular listing.
Right, that's way they're.
Locked in, right.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't wanna be locked in, anybody doesn't wanna be locked in.
right.
You don't wanna list a house, okay. Gee, that sucks, I'll move on. So, alright, give, just real quick, they're not gonna come up yet, but give 5-star, big hand, they provide us breakfast. They're gonna see you shortly. Great job. My cholesterol just went up, I'm glad it's my blood this morning. Alright, numbers, so as you guys can see, we have changed the format a little bit. We took out some stuff that we didn't think was necessary, so the girls are doing a great job. Couple things that I always like to point out, and it is where we at. 581 homes in the last 7 days. Remember, this is always done, and this is done on Mondays, I think now. The numbers change every minute, every 20 seconds of the day. This is just a snapshot in time. One thing I thought that was interesting, the available months worth of inventory is at 4.1 right now. So I think that's something, maybe 7,000 homes on the market, but the price should change. Look at the freaking price reduction. Why are we taking homes overpriced? I mean, look at this, guys. Homes from 100,000 to 800,000, 6, 9, almost 1,000 price reductions in the last 7 days. Are we selling homes or are we putting them on the market for a long time? I mean, you guys, I'm not following this. I get it that the sellers are, I'm gonna use the word forcing you because you can't be forced, but, I mean, guys, we're taking listings that are, this is why these numbers are up here, this is why they're down here, because, look at this. 236 homes were withdrawn, 190 came back on the market in the same time period. Guys, start really drilling down to the numbers with them so they understand what's going on, days on market. So, anyways, we changed this up a little bit, so the girls are doing a great job on that, so keep an eye on that one. This is finally working, I don't know why. This is Dave Gonzalez, come on up, give him a big hand. Girls, we need to change this picture where Dave's whole head's in it.
Sorry.
It's too big. His head is too big.
Yeah, his head's too big.
What?
We need an updated picture.
Morning, everybody.
Well, it was he was in college at that picture.
I really used to like it when Jeff would go through here and get on the soapbox and talk about
Yes.
pricing these houses.
Yes. You're not gonna give me today, you're not gonna give me today, guys. I promise myself.
It was fun. Well, guys, so the market looks good today. The 10-year treasury is about 4.44, which, like I was saying, you can add 2 points to that, and that's what your 30-year fix is gonna be around. You know, it's probably a good barometer. In some cases, it could be different. Now, I think some of you are receiving some postings from John about our rates. I also have that. We have a new platform that Epic's trying to wheel out right now to help realtors and help make the qualifying process a lot simpler. Pre-qualifying, pre-approval, things like that. You guys all know my stick, you know how I do it, credit, income, and assets, CIA. Once I get all three, I'm good. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes clients are not always forthcoming with documents. That's where you guys really help out. And I've had some, and I'm gonna pick somebody out right now. I'm telling Tommy, on his first deal, man, that guy he was killer. I mean, he was on it. You know, he dealt with a listing agent, a selling agent, cranky lender, you know, so. No, he did good. Really, really good. So I appreciate that. It really helps your lender. And speaking of your lender, you know, you all know, you're the first initial contact. There's some veterans in here. You guys have been around, you do a really good job. You've done a lot of deals, closed a lot of houses. And you know when you talk to clients, they're on the fence about buying. One of the things that Ricky said in our meeting the other day was that one of the biggest problems with buyers, especially first-time home buyers, is affordability. And it's not so much they can't afford it, it's that what they're saying is, that's also known as they don't have a down payment. And a lot of times, in a lot of situations, that's what it is. You know, because they're throwing out $1,800, $2,000 a month for rent. You know, why not look at maybe buying a house? We've got, like they said in the meeting the other day, buyer's choice. You can get into a house for almost 100% financing. You know, in fact, Ricky said the other day they refunded somebody's EMD deposit because they didn't need it. Between the seller contributions, buyer's choice, And the lender contributions, which we also help, that pretty much covered everything. So keep that in mind, if you're talking, especially, we need to get more fresh meat, right? You guys, new buyers, and get them in there. So have them talk to your lender, okay? Whoever your lender may be, you know, I'm hoping it's me, and you should call me, because I can help you. Let's see, conventional, you know, according to our post, is 6.490 right now, FHA 5.750, VA 5.990, so it's not too bad. And it can be negotiated a little better, okay? Covered the buyers. Let's see. What else? On that new platform, I really love it, man. It's the way it's slick. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to get too annoying with you guys, but I do love to send out posts and send out notifications, updates, etc. on the market. I really think it's like Jeff and I always say, knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you feel confident to the buyer, and they want to use you because you know the entire process. Not just lending and real estate, title as well, title and escrow. And a lot of you veterans, you guys, you've been through title and escrow, so you know all the ins and outs and what all the pitfalls that can happen. So that's all I got for today. Ed, again, thanks guys for your inquiries, your leads, etc. I'm always here to help. I was here at 6 o'clock at night on 2 times this week, and you know, one turned out really good. So keep them coming.
Thanks, Dave, appreciate it. Good job. So, what do you think the number one reason why buyers aren't buying, is it interest rate? Right, that why buyers aren't buying is the interest rate? Affordability, okay, so they can't afford the $2,500. So the question asked is, are home prices gonna go down to make it better for them to buy a house, or is it gonna go up? It's predicted home values are gonna go up at least 14% in the next 5 years. So you buy a $500,000 house, it's gonna be projected to go up $70,000 while they're waiting for a better interest rate. So they're gonna miss out on that and pay more for that house. So is it really the interest? You gotta make sure that new platform Dave's talking about, they're gonna roll out, is way cool for your buyers because they can check rates, they can lock, they can do everything they want right from the site. It's gonna be really, really cool.
But it also shows if they wanna buy down the rate, like how much money.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this app's gonna do. They'll be rolling that out, I think it's coming out pretty quick. But your buyer will be able to go in and say, if I put $5,000 down, how much would that lower my rate? If the seller contributed, how much would that lower the rate? It's gonna be really, really cool, so they're rolling that out. All right, George, where you at? Come on up, we got the whole gang, Kathleen, Shane, come on up, give them a big high. That was pretty deep, damn, was this a golf practice? There you go. All right. By the way, you guys, Kathleen's gonna start working in our office, probably a couple days a week coming soon. So she'll be right there to answer your questions.
Do you guys think that'd be beneficial if she's in the office one day a week?
Yeah.
That would be great to ask questions. She's right there. She's wealth of knowledge.
I'll be here 1 to 2 days a week, depending, of course, what's going on in my desk for closings. Monday gets a little tough. When you're not having a meeting after holidays or on a field trip,
Yeah.
of course, that's different. But usually it'll probably be Tuesdays and or Wednesdays for the most part. Anyway, I'll be here today. If you have any questions, just wanna talk escrow, I'm here, or even if it's not on your own deal, I will help you if you have struggles or just questioning anything.
Perfect. George?
Just so you guys know, I'm here 10 to 3, Monday to Thursday. I think there's a few of you that I haven't talked to. I think I've talked to most of you at this point. But we have the marketing materials, farm lists, and you know, I'm gonna be a resource for you guys. Whatever I can help on, even if it's not related to the escrow part. I was an agent for a while, so we're gonna talk listings, comparables, trying to get, you know, listings sold, and just kind of get some strategy. I've been around all that stuff, and I want to be a resource in more than just the things that escrow.
Perfect. Tools and technology.
One thing that's actually really cool about George is that before I joined Rock Title, George and I actually knew each other in the real estate world, but we had an awesome relationship. So during the transition when I was coming to Rock, I knew that George was interviewing, so I'm like, yeah, let's hire him, because I want people on our team that understand what you guys are going through day in and day out. So with that said, how many people, if I said peaks and valleys, do you guys know what that means? Yeah. Who's on a peak right now? Okay, awesome. Who's in a valley right now?
Everybody, nobody's getting that. Nobody's getting
So,
that.
so when.
Yeah, halfway.
Yeah, but think about this, when you're on a peak, what suffers? The prospecting, right? So you always have, in your mindset, you always have to be thinking in your brain, 30, 60, 90, 120. And what that means is you got your 30-day close, you have your 60-day close, you have your 90-day close, you have your 120. If your brain doesn't think about that, then you're gonna be cycling on 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. And so then everything that you're currently doing with buyers or sellers that you're talking to, it's almost like they can see the panic in you. So always prospect, guys. Prospecting is, I have prospected my whole life in different types of jobs, but I enjoy prospecting. And real estate, in my brain, is all relationships. And I'll argue that till the day that I die, because people want to work with people that they like. And so, just like what we're trying to do right now, we're trying to earn your guys' business back. And the only way we can do that is by showing up, being supportive, and doing anything and everything we can do to support you guys in your business. So please reach out to us, because we don't want to be, harping on you guys 24/7, like, hey, this is Shane, or this is George, I want your business. I mean, you guys all know we want to work with you. And so it's my job and our job to be the best every single time for you guys, okay? And our team, that mindset of our team is changing, and I can see incredible things happening for us. And I promise you, Rock Title will definitely be a brand that people will know very, very soon, because we have great people. And so, and I have the confidence of saying that because number one, we've got talent, we've got knowledge, we have what it takes to take this to another level, and that's what we're gonna do. So anyways, do your prospecting.
Good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Good job. Good job. And that's one thing that I know that Rock has done now is they brought a super team in, changing the mindset and really, really organizing. So great job with these guys. All right, Stacia, come on up and say hi. She's our only home warranty pro today.
Today I'm the favorite.
Yes, you are the favorite today. Exactly.
And even if I'm not, let's just pretend that I am.
Yes.
I'm nice sort of in that moment. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody has recently changed their AC filters. And maybe consider doing an AC service on their home AC systems. We live in a dusty valley.
How many people do a service every year? Oh, good, couple.
Oh, thank you all.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of goosebumps when I saw that.
How many people have more than one air conditioner in their house? Ay, ay, ay.
How many people know if the home warranty that they currently have or work with, how many AC units they cover? Do you know if they cover one? Do you know if they cover two? What about 4? Do you know if they cover window units or mini splits?
Wow.
Mini splits.
So, Old Republic Home Protection on all of our plans has no limit on the number of AC systems for a home, as long as they are 5 tons or less, because anything over 5 tons is considered commercial. We have no limit on the labor, the equipment, or the refrigerant on any of our plans. In order to have window units or mini splits covered, it needs to be at least a gold, so it goes to the middle plan. And from there, we have other enhancements. But make sure that you are looking at that fine print or calling me and asking me specific questions. I know my competitors' plans, don't get me wrong, but ask me about mine. I will tell you, I will be honest with you, if you have an AC unit that is making a noise, that's usually an indicator that it needs some servicing. But home warranties don't cover noises, because noises is not a failure of the main function of the system. That's the same for if your refrigerator starts to get noisy, or your garbage disposal makes a noise. Unless it's not functioning, those noises and smells are not covered by anybody, because it's not affecting the main function. So, like Shane had said before he snuck out, you work with people that you like. So I hope that you give me a chance, get to know me, ask me questions, utilize my knowledge and my honesty. Maybe I'm not great for every single plan, but I love the opportunity to have your business.
And don't try to be the expert, let these guys talk to your clients.
Yeah.
Don't try to tell them about it.
I'll
The
do
one
my
I hear all the
best.
time is with buyer agents, oh, don't worry, the home mortgage will cover all that, don't worry about that, we're good.
I also just got goosebumps, but not in a good way. when you said
Right,
that.
hairs on the back of your neck.
I'm like, oh. You know, I'm happy to talk to them before they ever have a claim and rip that Band-Aid off, because we don't cover everything. And let's not set an expectation that nobody can meet, because that reflects poorly on my company if I can't reach that, that expectation, but it potentially reflects poorly on you as well, and that could affect future business, and we don't want that. So let me talk to them. Like I say, I rip off the Band-Aid, they usually put a nice little bow on it, I say it nicely. But I'm happy to really set the right platform for that, so.
All right.
Thank you.
So you're lying.
Oh, and if you aren't working with someone that you like, trust, or have confidence in, I'd love the opportunity.
There you go. I love that. Okay, so let's touch on this. Onboarding is gonna be, it's every other Wednesday, at least this week, next week in our office. July 1st, my bad. And I will be teaching that this time. So if you're a new agent, or you have one of your comments, stuff that's going on in the company, let us know, come to this, it's a lot of fun. We're doing our July 4th party on the 30th in lieu of our business meeting. It'll be downstairs, we're gonna do In-N-Out Burgers. We've done it probably 4 or 5 years in a row, we have a lot of fun. RSVP with the girls so they know how many people are coming. It's gonna be from 12 to 2, it'll be a lot of fun, so make sure you're doing that. On July 11th, Saturday, our office and Green Valley's offices will be closed, that's gonna be a Saturday. We're gonna be doing filming and stuff going on inside both of these offices, so no agents are gonna be allowed in until after 5 o'clock. So that's in your flyer package as well, so make sure you put that on your day because that'll stop you from coming in with your clients. So you can use Summerlin, you can use Southwest, will be available, so just make sure you know that.
What are you guys filming?
We're doing a Matterport video in both of our offices. Jim's, yeah, the floor plan, where you walk and you hit the button and you go that way and you go that way. Kind of weird, actually, I did it the other day for Tim's office and you try to go forward and you go to the conference room, so a little bit of a challenge for me. He's that way. Next week, we're gonna have Scott Watson in, he's always a pleasure to be in, talks about stuff, about what's going on. Chief, please.
Will they do the, team offices?
No, they will not do team offices, just they'll do the conference room, the kitchen, that stuff, yeah. No, none of that. So yeah, we gotta get all that ready. David, you wanna come up and talk about your road real
Thank you so
quick?
much. I appreciate you guys just give me a few seconds here. Main reason I wanted to come is we're doing a road opening right up the street here on Buffalo and Elkhorn, in the Elkhorn Preserve community. We'd love to have you guys stop in tomorrow, 11 to 2. We'll have lunch provided by Rock Title, some giveaways. I was gonna have my media guy there, but it'd be a great opportunity for you guys to take some video. I'll share the video of the property with you guys if you guys want to get out on your social media and promote the property. You're more than welcome to do so as well. So just would love, since in the Northwest, you guys are right in your neighborhood here. I just live right down the street too, but I drive by here every day.
She's coming.
They always bust my ball. But anyways, yes.
Open house opportunities?
What's that?
Open house opportunities?
Absolutely, yeah, we've had 4 open houses so far on it. It's really, they're kind of newly listed. I had the landscaping in the front done, in the back and all that. We've got the property in really good condition. If you guys want to get out and do some open houses on it, it's, those neighborhoods are, they're pristine neighborhoods, and if you can find a homeowner, because there's not a lot of activity in those neighborhoods usually. People love, I just sold one a month earlier, and the people that bought them were the relatives of somebody that already lived in that neighborhood. So we have a lot of those opportunities.
People want to live right.
Yeah, they're already stable there, they want their relatives to move in there as well. So if you guys please grab a flyer and please come out and visit the Broken Open, we'd love your feedback. We'll have
He's gonna do a drawing as well, and whoever wins it gets to spend the day on his boat.
Yeah, for sure, hey.
Yeah.
No question. So, no, but I appreciate you guys very much, and you got
Cool. All right. Thank you, Damon.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring up our guest speaker. Come on up. Give Craig and his wife, was it Amy? Amy, come on, you guys. Give them a big hand. at real quick is, where's that? Does anybody recognize this guy right here? This old timer?
Yeah.
65-year-old Mark, older than dirt. They moved him, they moved Mark. When he left, he moved back to the other side of town, so they did that. And then I'm gonna see if I can get this. By the way, you guys know I am not techie, so I'm gonna look for it. Hang on, it was right there. Yeah. Let's see if I can play this. I did it on my computer in the office, but it kind of acted weird, but it should go. Does anybody recognize this guy?
20 of them, and this is the greatest of all time. And they were.
He's wearing a Raiders shirt.
Great, nobody pitched it except Matthew, and it was awesome.
Matthew's his son, by the way.
The best recommendation of all time.
We've had million moves, and this by far was the fastest and easiest move we've had. No casualties, everything was great.
Cool.
I don't.
Good job. So, yeah, that's the Raiders going to Trojans, USC Trojans. Defensive coordinator, right?
Coach Rob Ryan, he's 3-time Super Bowl winner with the New England Patriots when Tom Brady was there. And he was also the defensive coordinator of the Raiders. We moved him to Los Angeles because now he's the defensive coordinator of the USC Trojans. So that was a testimonial of the service.
What's kind of funny too, you guys, is we got to talking, and a couple of the agents have been using these guys forever. I was like blown away, so I'm glad that we finally got you guys in there and see what's going on, so perfect.
Thank you, appreciate it. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How was the breakfast?
Very good.
Better than donuts and bagels?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Jeff reached out to me, don't bring donuts and bagels. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
My name is Craig, also known as Boss Man. This is my wife, Amy. She's like Teller and Penn and Teller. She doesn't say a word, but she's here more for moral support.
Put her on the spot.
We're family owned and operated. Oh, by the way, I'm the owner of 5-Star Moving. We're a local moving company here in town. Family owned and operated for 24 years now. We work with a ton of realtors in town, property management, lenders, brokers, anybody who deals with people that are moving. I want to be their best friend. So, as you saw, we moved Mark, and actually he left us a Google review, and I posted it on Facebook. It says, I have moved many times and have used quite a few different movers over the years. 5-Star Moving was far and away the best moving company I've ever dealt with. Somebody's calling me. Put them in the voicemail. Okay. If you ever need a moving company, do yourself a favor and call 5-Star. That was my Mark. So, mic drop. We work with Mark's office and also Jim Cerrone in Henderson. So we work closely with those two offices. So we would love to work with you guys. A little bit about our company. Yes.
What's your guys' reach? Is it just Nevada? Is it?
We do all local moves and we also do long distance. So like just last month we did Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you guys do the nation?
Yes.
Okay.
National, yeah.
Okay.
Now you threw me off.
That's okay. That's always my goal.
Thank you.
That's what I do.
Okay, so we do local and long distance moves. We also do packing, so we can actually do a full pack where we go into the customer's house and we completely pack the entire house. Or we can do a partial pack, which means the customer would do about 70%, leave us about 30%. They usually like us to do the kitchen because that seems to be the hardest, and maybe like a room or two. Or we can help somebody offload a truck if they're moving from out of town and coming to Vegas. We can help them unload. If they don't want to use our service for a long distance move, we can help them load their rental truck. If they're moving to wherever, we can help them load their truck as well too. We basically do it all. We do office moves. The only thing that we don't dabble in is commercial moves because those have a lot of heavy machineries and stuff like that, and we don't want to get into that. So, but like I mentioned before, we work with a lot of realtors. We want to, when you refer our service, we want to make you look good too. So you don't want to refer somebody and it doesn't go smoothly. So with us, what you see is what you get. And what I mean by that is we have transparent pricing. So we have no hidden fees, no surprise charges, no bait and switch. A lot of it's a nice way. There's a lot of unethical and shady movers out there, unfortunately. And, you know, we've been doing this for 24 years. We have transparent pricing, we're upfront, we're honest. All of our movers are professional movers. They've been with the company a long time. You know, we hire guys, men of integrity, who really enjoy their job, who want to, you know, help the client out. A lot of reviews online, they say, oh, they made moving almost fun. You know, they played great music. You know, I mean, it's just, because moving is stressful, and we want to, you know, alleviate some of that stress, and we just want to be there for the client. Because even though this is a labor-intensive job, it's 100% customer service. We want to make sure that we're taking care of the client. We're treating their belongings like they're ours. So nothing leaves the house unprotected. So we wrap all the furniture with moving blankets, shrink wrap and tape. We put Red Runner floor. Huh? No additional cost. Oh, she talks. I'm sleeping on the couch.
So you're gonna talk later.
We're here all week, by the way. We lay runners down to protect the floors, staircase padding, door frame padding. You know, everything is well protected.
You guys do you like bid the job, or is it by the hour, or how does that?
So for local moves, it's by the hour. We charge $185 per hour. That includes 3 guys, the truck, and all the moving equipment. So all the hand trucks, dollies, shrink wrap and tape, wrapping all the furniture,
Wow.
and any tools we need to disassemble, reassemble. Now for larger homes, because last month is 7.1 million. Last month we did a move, it was a $7.1 million home. Took 6 guys, multiple trucks, and we crushed that one, by the way. Got a great Google review on that one. But so obviously the price will be adjusted if it takes more than 3 guys, so just depending on the house. But the majority of the moves we can do it with the 3 guys. Yeah.
I got a client for you.
Okay.
Seriously, that guy wants everything packed up.
Okay.
Is your guys' pricing on your website for?
It is not, our website here. Oh, can you guys see that?
No, because I'm actually gonna say something.
Okay.
So
Whoa,
we
I'm
should give you all the bells and whistles, and you guys are gonna know that everybody's human mistakes always happen. When they do, we take care of it. Movers have horrible insurance. Every moving company has the exact same insurance, 60 cents per pound. If something happens, a ding in the wall, whatever, we have an incredible handyman that can fix anything and everything. The other day, we had a high-end client who was unhappy because she couldn't read the boxes in her garage. So we sent someone out the next day and didn't charge her anything to rearrange and make it so she could sew. So we do what we can to take care of and make things right if something is not to their liking. We also had someone, it was 3 days ago, called Craig, panicking, and they said they should have went with us. They hired another company. The owner was down there in his face threatening to kick his butt, basically. So he's, they ended their whatever, and we moved them the next day and everything went well. So you just gotta be careful out there, and, we're not gonna come here and be like, oh, we're the best, because blah, 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 but we really do pride ourselves in what we do, how our guys treat everybody, how, we treat everybody, and, so, I don't know. I work full-time also, and I'm a manager, so customer service is real big to me, so I make, we make sure everyone is taken care of, and, I've seen our guys pray with people, I've seen our guys cry with people because they're losing their home and their husband or wife died. I mean, it's stressful. We moved last month.
It's stressful selling a home and then moving in on top of that is.
Yeah, but they're not always moving because they want to, so it's.
Do you have an email?
An email address? Yes. You wanna write it? I can give it to you. Or you can just text me if you'd like it, and I can that's my number. Also, we have a huge presence on Facebook. It's under my name, Craig Gilliam. So if you have a Facebook page and you want to collaborate with us, just send me a friend's request, and then because what we do is like you saw with Mark, we take a picture with the client. When it's a realtor referral, I thank the realtor for referring the client. We put the picture up, we leave them, we post a Google review that the client left, and it just we do a lot different than a lot of the moving companies do. So
we don't have business hours. I've seen him on his phone at 1 in the morning. You got a text at 3:30.
I got a text from a realtor this morning at 3:29 a.m. asking about a job.
Sounds like realtors do, you guys have out all the time too. Any questions, you guys? Any testimonials?
So we also have a movement or a moving management company that we use 5-star exclusively with. Nothing but great experiences. Our clients are happy, we're happy, they're reliable, affordable, and you guys don't charge a different price for the weekends, right? Right, same price all the time, so they're our go-to for sure.
We've worked with Rochelle and Daniela Mejia for about 10 years now. Yeah, we're their go-to movers as well too. She had mentioned about rate, and that is actually true. A lot of other moving companies have trip charges, fuel charges. They charge extra for wrapping furniture. They raise their rates on the weekends. I mean, why not? Let's charge the customer more because most people want to move on the weekends. Let's charge them more, right? So no, we don't. We call that shenanigans here, 5-star. We don't have that.
We call stuff like a little bit different, but
It's a,
you know, 'cause I've heard where you've seen it on TV where they move across the country and then the movers are holding them hostage saying, well, yeah, we can unload your furniture, but it's gonna be 2,000 more.
It happens all the time. We did a bid to Arkansas. That's why I don't talk, because then you do that and you cut me off. We did a bid to Arkansas last summer for Bart Sloan, who works right under Aaron Taylor, and they didn't go with us, which is fine. But then they called Bart after the move and said that the moving company charged them $8,000 on the end. That was not in their quote, and they wish they would have gone with us.
Yeah, because when they got all your furniture in a truck, you're held hostage.
so what they do is they'll give you a really little. So let's say you're moving to Texas, and they'll say, oh, we'll do it for 10,000. They'll load the truck up, get to Texas. Now they'll double, if not triple, the quote. And if you don't pay it, they're holding your stuff hostage on the truck, on the moving truck. And it's a nightmare. I've seen it happen way too many times. Thankfully, I've been able to help people get out of that situation. But and I warn people about that. You know, sometimes they don't always go with us, but in that case, because I talked to Bart Sloan, the realtor, he's like, yeah, they said that they wish they would have used you because they charged them $8,000 more than what they were quoting.
So when they get there, what's their reasoning why I'm charging you more? I mean,
too much weight,
Okay, so they come up with something.
Yeah, they come up with something.
Fuel was more than we thought.
Yeah, the job was more than we thought, it was more labor and then, whatever they can think of.
Interesting, please.
So clients from California moving to Vegas, you do that?
Absolutely, yeah. If they're moving from New York to here, we can, because basically it's the same thing. If they're moving from Vegas to New York, we have to drive them out to New York and then come back. So we can drive the truck out to New York, pick them up and bring them back here. Oh, did I?
I'm just gonna stand over here.
I love my wife.
You guys have always been married a long time.
No, 5 years.
5 years? Wow.
As you can see, we're best friends. We give each other,
Yes.
Life's too short. You have to have fun. Enjoy life,
As usually couples do that when they're 40 years. Stick.
So we would love to collaborate with you. Like I said, we're the best movers in Vegas, hands down. We'll definitely take care of all your clients. So again, moving is stressful. Nobody wants to do it. Like she meant, we just moved recently ourselves too.
It's not fun.
I didn't lift a single thing, thankfully. I hired 5-Star Moving. Highly recommend.
Yeah. Do a Google review.
Yeah. I should.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Any other questions, you guys? All right, give them a big hand. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Reach out to me on Facebook. Send me a friend request. Yeah.
No,
What kind of notice do you usually need? I mean,
Try to give us the 7 to 10 day notice if you can. But obviously, I get all the time, call on Friday. Are you available this weekend? I'm like, oh, nothing like waiting till last minute.
Yeah.
If we can accommodate, absolutely. I will always tell your client what our schedule looks like, give them, we're available these days, and then we can always make it happen. But 7 to 10 days is usually good because we're the busiest we've ever been in the 24 years I've been in business this year.
I wonder you have flexibility, because sometimes escrows for closing gets pushed or.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, a lot of times. So, as long as the client lets us know, say, hey, I gotta reschedule, that's great. But don't call me the night before at 9 o'clock when we're supposed to be there tomorrow morning at 8. Because that's no point.
We're gonna build you, that's all. That's simple, we're willing. All right, good, thanks guys, appreciate you guys. So, good, thank you, pleasure, appreciate you, thanks. Got, you see you guys got it cut out, so cool. Give them a call, you guys, if you need something, so, last thing.
We have 2 magnets, anybody want a magnet for a fridge?
So, next Tuesday, lots of home space gonna be here, but on July 14th, we're gonna do a lunch and learn for our business meeting, 9:30. Jeff Hatfield's gonna be here, it's gonna be all about working with veterans. It's gonna be 2 hours from 9:30 to 11:30, we'll have lunch. That's gonna be in lieu of our meeting as well. You guys don't have that in your deal, so we'll give you guys a copy, it'll be on our Facebook as well. But just know on July 14th, it's gonna be right here, Jeff Hatfield. He's the veteran that a lot of these classes are gonna be a really good class, so just make sure you're doing that. There's plenty of food, excuse me, there's plenty of food, you guys, so don't let it go to waste. On that note, have an amazing week, guys, appreciate you.
About the food, that's your, take it home, have it for lunch, take it home for dinner tonight, that's your guys'.